All right. So, what did you say?
So Dre's been awake, hasn't come to the house, hasn't called me.
All right.
Twatted out, heard nothing from him. Hasn't talked about a grow or nothing like that. Second thing, prices dropped down. Mike can touch on that.
Yeah, so I was right when I talked yesterday when I checked out the prices, and then I was pushing some fucking baggage, got no money, and
79.
afterwards. Yeah, so the white widow was 67.
Yeah. So Mike can touch more on that, but from me, as of this storm tomorrow, there will be what did I say, Mike?
10,000.
10,292 bags. So
how much tomorrow?
10,292 by this storm, like the start of this storm tomorrow.
All right.
Inclusive of what we got and what we got drying. So you'll notice some of it should dry just after the storm. I need you to pull that stuff off, bag it up, and just put on the kush from the ground so we can just get that dried.
We'll do.
We're not just leaving money on the ground.
One question before we move on. So you guys have been pushing today, Mike. How much have you guys pushed out, and have there been any change in the money we're getting from what we're pushing?
The numbers are. So it goes White Widow 67.
No, not everything. Like just the pineapple, because the pineapple
79.
Okay, and it's been stable 79.
Stable 79.
No changes.
We haven't sold, no changes. And Reggie and I have kind of two theories on why that is, but either way, neither of them is a bad one.
Okay. 79 is fucking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you are able to get 79. So if 79 is the number, if it's still tomorrow, what I need us to do is we need to go out there, sell a couple of bags, see if we still have the same amount.
Yeah, we've already
because if it's 79, I can work around it. I can activate Nico and those boys. They've been calling me 3 days in a row. If I could call them up and say, hey, tomorrow we begin. They're ready to go. And then we have the God first. Then we can sell. If I know that is the number, I can work out, how much they're paying us,
I am generating 6K bags a day.
6K bags.
Just so you're aware.
Okay, are we able to dry that? How much are we drying a day? We're drying 6K.
Billy has been getting us wood today, and we've been getting more racks. So Rack City has expanded.
Yep.
How much have we done now, Billy? This will be 12. We did 2 blueprints worth plus the one I'm working on, so 12 so far. I bought 3 more blueprints.
Yep.
So we're going to get more wood for that. Mike's got more wood coming as well.
Yeah,
we're going to continually expand that.
Right.
So 6K is where we're at.
Yeah, 6K should be the roof, all right? Don't do more than 6K right now.
That's boring. I need more.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying we can do more, but we need to see so we can get the stuff out there, on the streets. I need to see. I know that. How much do we have right now?
Right now 3,840 dried bag. That's not including the kush.
All right. And we will get 6,000 ready tomorrow, so we will have 9,000 total.
We'll have 642 drying by the AU storm start tomorrow.
All right, so $79. So that is how many bags do we get from a brick?
32.
32.
Yeah. So we have the current capability of drying. What did I say?
252 plants or something at once. I think it is.
Yeah, 200 and something plants at once.
Yeah. So every brick has a street value of 2,528. Am I correct?
How much?
2,528.
Yep.
Every brick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I work in bricks because it makes it easier for me when I'm gonna sell it to the other clients who will push for us. I can tell them, you can get a brick from me, it costs you 800, They keep the rest of the money. That's how we operate. And then I put it in the spreadsheet, and then it's the grower get this much per brick, and the company get this much per brick, and the rest is for the pushers. You see what I mean?
Okay. So With that said, I need you to stress the importance to the others, including Benji, that just because they have a key here, please do not just run in there, grab bags, run out, and then never give the money back. Because I will personally lose my mind if I'm sitting there grinding my ass into those fucking plots for people just to line their pockets and not to come back into this house.
That is why I need to make this spreadsheet work Gucci again, so they will have access to it. So when they come here, they put in their name and they put in the amount, and they will send me the money so I can pay off everybody every day.
I was pocket watching Benji earlier, and he come up short like fucking $2,000.
He's coming up short $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to. I'm gonna talk to Mickey, and I will tell him like, I understand these guys are like fucking whatever, but don't fuck with my shit. If they fuck with my shit, I remove them from here, and they need to fucking come and ask to get their shit, and I will get approval for that because I don't want that. Like seriously, you come into our system, you deal with our system. We're very particular in how we do our business. This is how we do it. You deal with it, or you fucking fuck off and do something else. Easy as that. I don't give a fuck. That is my attitude towards it, and if they cannot fucking handle that, hey. No key, no fucking shit for you. Just sit on the outside, call us if you need stuff, we give you give us the money in return. You see what I mean? Easy. Yeah. No fucking dilemma because I don't want that shit. It's the same for everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're the king. I don't give a fuck. If you want to push with the pharma, you deal with it or you fucking make your own shit.
Good. Tell them.
Yeah. So,
period. The next thing is... I need to stress the importance of that warehouse because Murray told me not HOA are trying to get donations from people so they can purchase it, right? If we get that warehouse, the capabilities for us ramping that shit up, which Mike had a really good idea to do, means the ability to generate about 18k bags a day, just on a normal fucking grow, not even me pushing myself. 18,000 bags a day.
I think the problem right now is not us getting the product out. The problem is making sure that we can clean the money we get in. That is the issue.
At that point, we would wholesale as well, right?
Yeah.
If we're wholesaling it at 50% for the brick, that's easy money. That warehouse is paid off by itself in day one, pretty much. That's 700k.
Yeah.
Not even having to lift a finger other than growing the shit, drying it, and then pushing it out to people. That's it.
Holy fuck, that will be huge.
That's how much I need to stress the importance of this fucking warehouse and how that would level you guys up in your whole operation. Yeah. And then, Mike, tell them your idea of what you said.
So, because Anita is tied to Sandy, there's only so many people that could come and sell in Sandy. Okay, KJ, you and I know this. But even though it's an aggressive play, it is possible to put Zaza on a new turf and make Zaza the top strain on another turf and turn the factory into half Zaza, half Anita and double our potential clients. But the thing about it is it's possible, and I told Reggie this, but that is like that's like a citywide money move. But it is possible and it would be doable.
That will be doable. All we need to do first is we need to make sure that Anita and everything that goes on in Sandy is locked down. It's and it's working like a well-oiled machine. Then we can start to dabbling with other shit, and we can get that done. The problem with the Zaza is like that HQ is mainly used for doing heist.
We could seaweed it as well. Seaweed has no turf.
It is mainly used for doing heist, KJ, but with a little bit of greasing it. Zaza needs no one on the app to be sustained. They just need to sell Zaza, and it needs to be the most popular. With a little bit of work, we could
get other people on who is there can sell our shit. I see what you're trying to do, but
it's not like it's not a foolproof plan, right?
No, but it needs a lot of work to be able to do that because you need to go in, you need to take it over, you need to make people who kind of like what we did in Sandy, make the other people who is pushing on the same turf realize that we have the top end product and make them buy our shit. That takes time, you know. So
of course.
I am all for the idea and I like it, and I think we should move that way when we have the Anita kind of like lockdown, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. That's like a month at minimum, you know. But
Yeah,
I think our first step is that warehouse.
Warehouse, yeah.
Because
So
we need to secure that before anyone else.
Yeah.
There is the room to put plots in there. Just looking at it, eyeballing it from the outside, 12 plots, right?
Yeah, take a. You
And
can
then
talk
you've
to
got the
an
whole
officer who
roof
can
that can be
open up the
dry.
door for you. You know
I've
that.
already been in there.
Okay, you
I've already
already
been in. That's why I like that one, because I've seen inside of it, and I don't want to involve any officers to know who's going to be in there. What I would do is the bottom floor would be just as a furniture warehouse.
Yeah.
So where we have furniture displays, so I can just make a heap of furniture, chuck it all in there, make it look like a front for it. Next level, all pots. Next level, all drying. Done.
Yeah. All right.
So
All right.
if we
All right.
can
All right.
generate 730K plus tax, ASAP Rocky, and then fucking purchase that son of a bitch, we are so far in business, it's not funny.
Yeah. First of all, I need to pay for everything Dre had put in. I need to talk to Dre, make sure that that shit is sorted, and we move on. I have probably. We owe him like over 50K basically for this place. Plus, I owe him 10K from before, so he's owed like 60K. So I need to pay that out, you know, from the fund of the money we have. The problem right now is the cleaning of the money. How much money do we have laying on the floor downstairs?
60. I think it's like nearly 200,000.
Okay. So I think I talked to Sly yesterday. They're able to take 100 today, maybe. And later on, I may be able to get rid of around 70 as well. Like I said, I know that we need this shit, and what we need to do then, if we're able to, we talk to Nathan and Zulu and everybody who's on board with this. I had a new fucking pusher contact me yesterday as well, who's with Dow. And we just get pew, you know what I mean? Like we split everything 50-50 then, you know? So we move the money into the warehouse instead of taking, you know, special money for ourselves. But I don't want to overwork people either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need to find a balance where the people who are actually doing the work and taking the risk are making some cash in the moment of us making cash for the warehouse. Like you said, we can't stress it enough.
The ones that are dedicated enough, once we get that warehouse, you let them know that they'll be paying, getting more, because I'll be able to generate more. So essentially we can drop down how much we take from them, right? Because we can recover that. So then you put the incentive of, if you want to, this is how much you've got to push and this is how much we need. If you want to push over that per day, we're only going to charge you this much. So you still get your normal quota.
Yeah.
All that means is a little bit of extra work for me, but we'll have the plots placed for it and that kind of shit. And then they get an added bonus of, hey, if I do overtime of this, now I'm only paying X amount, which is far less than what it is for the original push I've got to do.
So I think the best thing for me to do in the beginning, the people who will start pushing for us, I sell them a brick for 1,000. That means that they have a profit margin of 1,500. We utilize those 1,000. If they buy 10 bricks, that is like how much is it? 320 baggies. They will buy like 20, 30 bricks, you know? That is like, we're getting like 30K, you know? Cash flow in straight up.
Yeah, I
know there's not a lot, but they need to make money if they're gonna buy it, if that makes sense, you know?
No,
with the
thing
us
is,
who are,
we have to also.
Yeah, with us who are in the pharmaceuticals, we sell without profit right now, put everything we get into cleaning the money we're getting to get that place, you know? And I think that's the best solution right now to make sure and handle what we're doing.
Yep.
What do you think, Reggie? You think it's too cheap, or you think it's like good price? Hello?
I'm sorry. So I think it's a little less, but what I think that you should do, right, is
I don't think
incorporate a fee of what it would be for someone to, if we can out that to someone else, say offer them fucking
that is what I'm
20% cleaning fee, right? But you incorporate that into dollars. So if someone's taking, say for example,
I cannot offer them cleaning fee.
$1,200.
They will give me clean cash, bank, clean money.
I'm talking about if we outsource it to someone else as well. Because
no, but this is what we are outsourcing. That's what I'm talking about.
So how much of that 1,000 will they take then?
So okay, then you hear what I said?
Yeah.
A brick.
They're gonna do it. They do it for free. Okay.
No, that's the pharmaceutical.
Right.
Yeah, you were not listening. Basically, a brick right now is worth 2,500.
Yes.
We sell the brick for 1,000 to the outsourced people. Clean money. This is not wash money. This is
clean money. Okay.
Clean money. They pay me bank transfer. They pay 1,000 per brick. Back in the days, they used to buy 10 bricks. That's 1,000. All right? That is 1,000. They used like 1 to 2 days to get rid of that, and then they bought another 10 brick. Right now, the equal amount of 10 brick back then is 30 bricks today. That means that I can get 30K from one group in 2 days, every 2 days. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That equal to the amount of the 1,000 they had before.
You don't think they'd pay 1,200?
I can start off with 1,200 just to see the market, but
1,300, yeah.
Yeah, but that will be the same amount they got before, and they see the price is higher, so they know we're taking a bigger cut, and we can risk basically losing the whole fucking deal we have with them, and they feel like we're scamming them. That is why I want to say 1,000. So
okay, we do 1,000 then.
So they feel like they get more money in return, you know, for the product they're getting. So kind of like we're starting off here. We're still waiting, you know, like I put it forward. We're still waiting to see if there's any changes. There's been changes every day. We start off here. If the price go down, we regulate it. If the price go up, we regulate it. You know what I mean? And we find a good solution for everybody. You see what I mean? But this is our starting point right now.
And then in the future, after we paid everything, got the warehouse and all that kind of shit, what would be the split for growers?
So I think the best thing to do is we split it somewhere, I don't know, a brick around, I would say 200 a brick for the company and 300 for the grower, maybe it's too much.
The company gets 200 a brick.
Yeah, they originally want 15% basically for the company,
but now you're giving them 20%.
Yeah. No, it's the fuck. How much am I giving them?
20%. 200 of 1,000 is 20%.
Yeah, but I'm going off the brick, and the brick is 2,500.
I was going off the $1,000.
Yeah. No, we could say 150. Okay, how about this? 150 for the company for a brick, and 250 to the grower per brick. Rest for the pusher.
So that puts a grower of what we've got currently at $9,000.
Is that low?
Comparatively to doing like fucking Grime, yes.
All right. So parallelly to Grime, how much then? Like that's why I'm asking you. Like how much time you're using and paralleling. Like
okay, so if you put it down to it's gonna take inclusive of planting the seeds and all that kind of shit, and then grow once it grows and then bagging it, I would say about like an hour and 40 minutes.
All right,
just under 2 hours.
So I said 250. That is too low. 400, is that reasonable per brick?
I think that's fine.
400 per brick. Like this is just a start. You know what I mean? Like when we start to get into that, how much? Like
no, I think 400 is fine. Anything more is just ridiculous. With how many that you do.
I gotta be honest with you. What I want to do is 400 for the grower, 200 for the company. That is 600 total out of almost 2,600. You know, and the rest of the 2,000 goes to the pusher basically. So the pusher make all the money.
And how much money comes back to the house to cover bills though?
Yeah, that is from the 200. That is the company money that goes back to the house.
So okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to have 200 because like I say it's company money, but it's our money. It's pharmaceutical money. And I talked to the company and said I need all of this money to go into the pharmaceutical to reimburse it. So
that leaves like $1,928 to the pushers.
To the pushers per brick. And the brick is 320. So they're able to push like it's still
32, yeah.
30. Yeah, 30. 2 per brick, isn't it? They are
How many
able.
sales is that for you, Mike?
That puts us at like 9k an hour in rolls, give or take. Probably a little less because that's the highest.
That is fucking good price for the pusher, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I would say 400 to the grower, 200 to the company.
Okay.
And then when we outsource it to other people right now, we sell it for 1,000, and 400 of that 1,000 goes to you, Reggie, as a grower.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
And Billy too.
Yeah, Billy. Like
I
will deal. So best thing for me, I will have the spreadsheet in and out. I will deal every money to you, Reggie. Yep. You are head of the R&D. You divide it by the people who are putting in the work when it comes to the product we're getting out.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, Billy, that means this is in the future that we're looking at. Currently, we need to pay back this house. Then we're going to hard push for that warehouse as well. At the moment, we're going to get fuck all. But after that, we're going to start pumping the shit out. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to, keep investing in order to get the money flow going.
Yeah. So
I gotcha.
Whatever you are giving into this house, write it down. We reimbursed you. All right. So that is
I've been writing down the wood from today.
Okay. So yeah, if whoever paid it, just write it down. A fair price, you know what I mean? Like, we're not exploiting labor here. We're gonna pay you what you're worth with the fucking time you're putting in. This is how it should work. Everybody should get paid in the end. I always try to be fair with that. So I need to. Okay, so if that's the case, right now when we start selling off the bricks to the other people, we sell it for 1,000. So
yep.
Our pushers pay 600. The outsource paid 1,000, so $400 more. And I think it's a good thing. So then we can get more bricks out, and me equals more money in, and we get clean money from those guys,
100%.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Now, what if you are you going to be selling bricks as like a whole to not your pushers as well? Like outsourcing bricks or no? And what's the price on those?
1,000.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
The thing is that it needs to be pushed in, Sandy.
Yeah. There's a limited amount of
people.
It's all tied to
Anita. Yeah, okay.
But I have 2 groups, and I think the number one thing is KJ just needs to tap in Nico's boy and Uncle P and their group, because Brandon's been coming and chatting to me every day, KJ. They're ready. And I've been just telling them, yeah, this weekend.
Nico boy is ready as well. He called me yesterday. I said, give us a day. Let us look at it.
So just so you're aware as well, how I'll probably stage it is I'll wake up for what would be about lunchtime for me. So when I woke up today, I saw you, called you. And then I'll be going to sleep around now, and then that's when Billy can take over. So if you guys have people that are hungry for it, we will 100%, Billy and myself, have more than you can fucking supply.
Yeah, I know. And we have Fred as well, who's doubling in with his shit. And I need to talk to Dow. I need to talk to Dre as well.
I don't know if you will need any other growers other than myself, Billy, and Fred, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I need to talk to Dow.
Yeah.
Because I think so as well.
Something else I've noticed, and this cannot leave these 4 people that are standing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I don't know if this is this is right, or if it's actually
Novelty. Thank you so much for 2 months.
Pineapple actually grew as dried.
Cheeky, thank you so much for the 10 bump. John, thank you so much for the 10 bump. Sorry I didn't say anything. I'm right in
I'm running
roleplay.
another test today of all 4 strains put on at the exact same time to see what happens, and if it does dry an hour quicker than the others.
All right.
Because it didn't make sense. I put it on at the same time yesterday as I did the other ones.
Yeah.
It was done an hour earlier.
Okay.
Now, with that said, that ended up being 2 hours earlier than our normal dry time.
All right.
I was able to cut down drying now down to 16 hours and 26 minutes.
All right.
So that's something to be noted, is that maybe an additional bonus for finding pineapple is that it dries an hour quicker than the other strains.
Oof,
but I will know that tomorrow at lunchtime when I wake up.
Yeah. One more thing that we figured out yesterday, Mike, and I don't know if you know, just saying it right now so we understand. You got more than 20 baggies on you, it's rateable. Yeah.
Okay, well, honestly, I expected it. I literally said it would happen. It's fine. Like we've been doing no more than 50 bags, and I've been depoting.
Yeah.
The number is also burned, by the way. I had to save Nathan and Zulu today. Yeah, Nathan and Zulu today. I woke up and they were in a chase first thing. I somehow in that the mega buggy. I swear to God, it was a fluke. I got them out and the bags, but Zulu is unsure if a cop saw him touch the Manara. We're not using it for today. Nothing happened of it, but it may have been seen.
Yeah, they need to be more careful right now. Yesterday, me was up there with 3 other, or 2 ex-PSK boys and 1 other guy. 2 of them got arrested. We were on bikes basically. I tried the buggy. The buggy is decent though. Like it's a higher speed now.
Is it?
Yeah, the one you like to use, you know, the one we exploded in. That one has a higher top end speed, like 100 and something, 110.
But they still start like fucking rats. Though,
yeah,
right?
no,
like so
everything starts like fucking rats, man. Like even bike. I was using bike, and like it's like, you know, you have a speed bike who'll be like 0 to 100 in like 0.3 seconds. Yeah. Okay. It goes from.
So KJ. Sorry about the bikes. Hey, I'm using a bike today. Something molten, absolutely molten. You have to know. Perez told me the police. His cop wife told him the police get vehicle reports if we sell in proximity to a vehicle. Hello. So while I was in Sandy by myself, Perez called me and said, "Hey, the cops got a call about a Barty selling drugs," and I'm looking at my fucking bike, a Barty. So if you're standing and someone takes a photo of you and your kind of vehicle is in, you know, in eyesight of that camera shot, and you're doing a deal, not only is it a drug trade, it's a drug trade with the make and model of your fucking vehicle. So we have to be incredibly careful now, because if I'm driving a Barty in Sandy at all, if a cop is actually tryharding, or like, you know, they're looking at the info, they already know. Stolen vehicle used in a drug trade. They're gonna get me. You know?
Yeah, they will get you. So yesterday we sold one. Like I had one sale, and then there was a CVPI up there. It was so hot, like, and they saw us on bikes. It took like 5 minutes. Those guys who was in the CVPI came in bikes afterwards.
Yep.
So I think we just need to be ready for a shitstorm of fucking cops being assholes waiting, and the turf as well is hot from, you know, before with the moonshine and the jewelry run. So we just need to be on guard, on our best. And I think with this money we're getting in right now, we maybe need to, like, the new people we bring along, start them off with getting to know the turf, being a lookout, being in a car, drive around, re-upping, stuff like that. You know, they need to do the how should I put this, like the bottom floor work in the beginning.
Training wheels, man.
Yeah, training wheels until they can start pushing themselves, and we kind of like fluctuate around that. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I'm all on board with that.
And of course, you know, we need to give them some for it. I'm not saying people doing like free labor. I hate that, but like this is your introduction to the shit. If you want to be here, you know, we're testing you out. It's up to you. Yep. So yeah.
I also need you guys flipping the and getting rid of out of the storage the lower strains, not just pineapple, because I want them gone. Every day I'm going to still do a grow of all 4 plants, right? And just so we can test it each time and see if there's been a fluctuation in price from all 4 of those strains. But other than that, it's just going to be full of pineapple from there.
Yeah, OTT for you as well. If you have more than 20 baggies on you, it's rateable.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so
it's not 14. It's 20.
No, it's 20. So make sure, you know, if you have anything you own, that will be able for raid. They cannot raid you if you have keys for a house or whatever. They don't touch that shit. We figured it out yesterday. I think it was either Fib or Kane, because they got arrested when we tried to push yesterday. Like, I'm telling you, like we barely sat down up in Sandy and the cops were already there. It was fucking crazy.
At what time? During NA?
Yeah. Like right after I talked to you, I went down there basically. And we did 1 sale each. And after that, we were going to our second sale, and there were CVPIs up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will go nuts. So like I said, you know, like we just need to be on our best behavior. And like I said, he can show you the best spots we know about. The problem with our turf is like we cannot be when we were pushing in Cyprus, we could stand on the rooftop, you know, and sling, if that makes sense. In our turf right now, if you jump on the rooftop, you basically, Viper hates you and he says, hey, no more selling for you. There's only certain rooftops that we can use. So
okay.
KJ as well. We need to, you and I think need to do this. We need to scout the turf again. I think the borders are different now.
Okay.
I went, you know, down south how there's like a shack that's just out of range.
Yeah.
I ran in there on foot and didn't sign me out. And Nathan and Zulu kind of were saying like, oh, we're getting signed out in a way we didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to because we've been busy, but when we have a chance, we need to do the whole turf and re-get the exact borders.
Let's push out what we have and just focus on that and get the money flowing.
Yeah, sure.
And hope that we can generate enough money to get this warehouse up here.
Yep.
All right, let's fucking chop. Let's do it. I need to go and talk with.
KJ, so 2 hours 20 minutes after storm.
After the next one.
Yeah, you'll have 30, 40, 50, 56 bricks dried.
That is 1,792
like
baggies. Yeah, 1,800 baggies.
So you'll have that done. Just make sure you circulate that other shit that's on the floor so it doesn't just go to waste. Yeah. And then when I wake up, I'll end up fucking swapping out some of the other ones that'll dry after. When I wake up, I'll have like another 60 dried, nearly 70 dried by when I wake up, and then I can just swap them out with the new grows. Yeah.
Did you give Mari her money, the 30K she spent?
She has that.
Okay, she got that. I will probably pay out Dre everything we owe him, and I will talk with it, and I hope we can end on a friendly table, and he can go and roll with the manors and grow for the manors and help the manors out.
When Damien wakes up, can you get him removed from the panel then?
Yeah.
Well, he's not sticking with us?
I think is the best instead of getting into issues, because he brought up that he wanted to bring Eli in on what we're doing. Eli is a manor boy. Dre is a manor boy. Dre has been doing us so good over time, but he brought up that he wants to bring him along. So if he cannot grow, Eli can grow. Kind of like he wants him, you know. They look at each other as Walter White and Jesse, basically. Kind of like they have a friendship like me and Reggie, if that makes sense. Or me and Mike.
Yeah, not to mention those manor boys have been chain robbing, not BSK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
fuck them.
I think it's better for us because I know Dre was, you know, he run with Seaside back in the days, and I want us to leave it on a good foot instead of issues in the future. And I think it's better for him and better for us that he moves along and join in with the manors and help them grow, and we kind of like pay out everything we owe to him and thank him for, you know, everything he's done for us, because he's been the heart and soul of the growing operation for like 2 months.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. How much money is owed left in total?
In total?
Yeah, for everybody.
Okay, are we including the house or not including the house?
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, you said that you wanted everybody to sell, right? Not take any money for themselves, and then pay back the people that have been investing. Were you including the house in that, or was that something else?
No, I'm not including the house. I'm including everything that everybody put into the house to make sure that we have product. And the house will slowly over time get paid off by the company cut we're taking, so the pushers can make money, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The
all right.
only
So then
different right now, there is a warehouse we want who is up here for $700,000. If we gotta be able to buy that, we need to push as much as we can for as much money to get back in the pharma to get that warehouse, because we know that HOA are looking to buy that warehouse. So
LDR of the warehouse, if we do that, I have the ability to ×3 our current operation, which means that we will have more than we'll ever know what to fucking do with. It would have the potential, if we could sell all the stuff, right? Just at wholesale, it had the potential with the numbers I've done of 720 grand a day. But however, it needs to be noted, being able to sell 18,000 bags in a day at wholesale is very hard.
Okay, I see. What did you buy for $22,000, Reggie? What is that?
The blueprints for the rack, so we can drive more.
Okay, more rack. And why is Mari owed 16,000 more?
Mari brought another money stash, so we can get some of the stuff off the floor.
Yeah, are we buying that or are we making it ourselves?
We bought it.
Why? Why do we don't make it ourselves?
Because it's a pain in the ass to fucking make it. You need to
okay. No, I'm just asking. So the money we're owed without the fucking, it's Reggie we owed 21,000 to, Mari 16, we owe Dre 51, we owe Damien 62. That is the total amount.
And how much money do we have right now?
Right now we have 65,900 clean cashed, but we have $200,000 in rolls. I talked to Sly yesterday. They said they will take 100,000 today.
Okay. I mean, the other thing that you can do is you could pay people off by it's just a suggestion.
Yep.
But you could also just say, okay, well, we owe you guys this much money. We have the dirty money. We will pay you in the dirty money, but give them 10% extra on top with the dirty money. Then they can take it to Sly, and then Sly can clean it on their behalf. He'll take out his 10%, so they still get the same amount. And that way it just gets the debt done, and then they can go through Sly and them or Dex and Dundee whenever they want to get their money cleaned.
Yeah.
It'd be a fast way. Like, yeah, you lose out on 10%, but I mean, you get rid of all the debt, done ski, finished. Yeah. Then you can start worrying about the warehouse.
Yeah. The thing as well, when we know that the price is 79, we have contractors with other HQs who's pushing on the turf that have been working for us. We're gonna sell them brick for 1,000. So the profit margin on the brick is 2.5. You know, we give them the brick for 1,000. They will probably buy like around 30 bricks each. That is like $30,000. You know, right in scoop.
But then they have to sell it in Sandy, right?
Yeah. They need to sell. They're located in Sandy. They've been calling us every day, ready to fucking push. So we are kind of like pumping up everything, and we're just looking at everything where we can make money, so we can start for our pushers to start to make money again.
Okay. And how much money do we have to make before people can start making money?
Like I said, we need to basically pay Damien, pay Dre, pay Mari, pay Reggie, and then we can go back to normal. Well, we need the warehouse though. If you need the warehouse, and we need to put even more money in. Then we need to put everything in probably for a week.
Okay.
The warehouse is $700,000.
That's going to create a problem. It's going to create an issue.
What's the issue?
I can almost guarantee, because I've gone through this in the past, I can almost guarantee when you're asking people to sell for hours on end for 2 weeks and they get no dollars, you're suddenly going to have nobody selling.
That is why I have certain people pushing that is willing to actually give me money instead of taking money. That's the difference with the people that is pushing with me and are a part of the pharmaceutical. I don't have money who want their own shit. I know that we're getting in people like that, who is like me, but right now we have people who will be like, I have $100,000 in my bank account, let me give it to you. That is the people who are attached to the pharmaceutical right now. But I know what you're saying, and I'm thinking about that as well.
Yeah, okay.
That's why we need to, like, it's basically like
I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest. Even from my point of view, like, I'm going to sell like crazy. I don't really feel like selling for the next 10 days, 8 hours a day, and have $0, 0 cents.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah. And I couldn't completely understand what you're saying. But if we want the warehouse, that is what we need to do. And then be like, we need to just work for it to get the warehouse to get a better position with the pharmaceutical as a unit. But if we don't want the warehouse, we can just, sling it down and be like, okay.
Like $700K is a lot of money, right? Because then when you get the warehouse, then you need to furnish the warehouse. Then it's like more time. Then it keeps going. It's like, when do you start profiting money? And then also we could get into a warehouse
money
and the next thing
from today. The only difference is you are not profiting in your own pockets. You're profiting the pharmaceuticals company's pockets. That is the difference. But like I said, I think like I think when we pay off for this house, I think we just need to sling it down and be like, okay, 400 for the grower, 200 for the company, rest for the pusher, basically around $2,000 for the pusher. And if we are able to generate the money through that to get the warehouse, we're Gucci. If not, you know, like, hey, it goes to another guy.
Yeah, you're a numbers guy, right? Like me?
I am.
Okay. So if I can generate, which is very easy for me to do, I already did it today quite easily, 6,000 bags per day, right? That I do this. That equates to at $79, $474,000. If we get people to hard push, like actually go fucking sicko mode out there on the streets, hard push, that 2 weeks you're talking about is a matter of a few days. And then that's everything paid for, inclusive of a warehouse. So that's what we need people to understand is if you guys can go full-blown sicko mode, then we can sort that shit out, done, dusted, and then we move on and people start getting paid. If it drags out longer and there's people dragging their feet for it, sure, it's going to take a lot longer, but this shit is doable in a few days.
But I think it's a way we can work around this as well, because the people who are willing to put in the hours and do it for the pharmaceutical benefit can help me out if they're willing to. If not, we go down and we sell the brick like we did back in the days, and you make your own profit. I think that's a good thing as well. So for example, you OTT, like if you want a brick is like $600, you know what I mean? And then you keep the rest. And the profit is around 2,000 in rolls for you. And I can do the same for Raymond when he comes in, because I know you guys, like, trust me, I understand where you guys coming from. You know, if you're going to put your time and effort and do it, then again, I will ask the rest of the boys in the pharma what they want to do, if they're willing to put in, and we just do it. And while you guys, you know, do the other shit, and when we have it done, we start to make money as well. I can do that as well.
Okay. So how many bags? Like I
brick
think this is all
32.
Great.
A brick is 32 bags.
Yeah, but I mean, like right now, how many bags are we making per day in this house?
Per day?
Just over 6,000.
6,000 baggies.
Okay, so, and I'm only playing devil's advocate here. Okay, this isn't me combating anything. I'm just
I think it's fair.
Throwing things out there.
Yeah.
We're at 6,000 baggies a day. We want to get a warehouse to double our production, correct?
Not only double, we want the warehouse to have a fail switch. Basically, right now we have the drying and growing in the same house. If this house gets burned, like the other day somebody fired a fucking bullet in this fucking house, you know, that can burn this house. It basically burned the whole operation.
Yeah. So, but what the way I'm looking at it is if we get the warehouse is $700K and say we double production, we're at 12,000 bags a day. Where in God's green earth, how do we even get rid of that? Because I'm like, even 6,000 baggies a day, you're not going to go through 6,000 baggies a day.
Oh yeah, we are.
You're going through 6K a day right now.
Yeah,
because you're not like thinking about wholesale values as well.
Yeah, that's not us alone. Like
it's not us alone. We have. If you look at our turf in Sandy, you see the Godfathers. You see the other names there. They're our pushers. They buy our shit and push our shit, so they don't need to grow it and do all of the stuff. They get the top end product. They pushing for us basically on a different HQ, like you are pushing on the Saza. They buy a product with clean money, and we give them product. And we're gonna probably up that as well when people realize how hard it is and how crazy it is what the fuck Reggie's doing to get the fucking good strain. People want money. When they are selling shit on the street for like, I don't know, $50, and they can get our shit for $79 for the same work, they want to buy it. They still make more profit.
And the shit we're giving it to them is already dried. They don't need to sit there, work out how to make it, and sit there and try it.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just thinking it from a logistical side. If you guys feel like doubling production is smart, but I also, now that the weed is printing money, or it's making a lot more, there's going to be more issues up there. There's going to be more cop presence. And inherently, it's going to be tougher to push. And when it's tougher to push, that's when, you know, you can't push 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 baggies a day.
The thing is, so there's 9 other turfs. And right now, there's 5 turfs active pushing. That means that there is a lot of activity on 5 different turfs around the city.
A lot of people will be pushing at the moment when they realize how much they're making. A lot of people
pushing. We are not the only place that will be pushing. So yeah, there will be more cop present, but they are not able to be on 9 different turf, holding it down with the presence.
And it's also the point that should be made is, yes, we will have the ability to double production, but what that also means is it gives me the ability to not have to do all the different grows. I can scale back a little bit and still get the same like over it, and say instead of doing 12,000, we do 9,000.
Yeah, so
that's work for me to do, but we've still got plenty of product.
So right now, Ballas are pushing, Polito is pushing, Families are pushing, Aztecas are pushing, Little Soul have been pushing, and I think Cypress as well. How many baggies have we pushed out today, Mike?
Not many. 700, 800 maybe.
Okay. But they have been pushing, because if you pushed 800, they should go down to 79, and there's still 80. So they are pushing.
Locked in.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turfs right now pushing product. It's not only Sandy.
There's another thing as well, TT, is it's not guaranteed, but it is possible for us to basically take over another turf and then start selling effectively the same product on another turf and make Sandy too. But that's like after the warehouse in a month when we're locked the fuck in Sandy.
But I think we need to start by basically doing our shit, pay our back for this house. And I think maybe the best idea to do is take a cut for the company and take a cut for the grower and let the pusher make money. And if you're able to generate enough money to the warehouse, we are. If not, if the HOA are looking into buying that shit, I think that warehouse will be buy either tomorrow or the next day, because they know how to get money as well.
Well, why don't you just talk to them and just be like, yo, we want this warehouse, don't buy it.
By the sounds of it, they want to make it a Polito rec center.
What?
Well, but did you guys have a conversation with them?
No.
I mean, it would probably go a long way to have the conversation instead of making assumptions, right? It's like, hey guys, what you know, we're looking at this warehouse. I'm hearing rumor you're looking at this warehouse. What can we do here?
Will that not just make them realize that they need to generate money quicker though?
Well, then we kill them. I mean, it's the fucking HOA.
Yeah, but it's not only HOA, it's the HOA and
it's going to be the guild as well.
The guild as well. They're kind of like they have their own little like HOA group up here.
I can tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be a rec center. It's going to be a front for the guild's grow up.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm looking at right now for it.
Yeah,
which is why if we talk to them about it, it puts us in the water where they realize, all right, we need to just piss all of our money into this and buy it before someone else does. Because they've been going hand in hand and they've been pushing the guild shit. So, you know?
Yeah.
The guild just bought a warehouse on the south side, though.
Yeah, so they're probably low on money. That's why they're out there trying to get donation for money to buy it. So that is why...
I mean, if the guild push here in Polito, why would they not want that here as well?
Yep.
With a front
the guild
under
push
the
here and the HOA push here. They have two different entities pushing here and they work together. Like... I think it was Benji told me like, I think it was Terry. Terry, he's in the manor now. He was, they kidnapped him and they had like fucking 30, 40 people in a circle standing around him up here questioning him. That was like HOA, guild, and some other group as well. They work like hand in hand up here. We try to make as little as possible noise up here. Because if you make noise, I know like, yeah, this purple yogurt guy will come here.
Well, then you don't think it's going to be an issue if we just go and buy that warehouse? You don't think
it will probably become an issue if we just buy it as well. Then again, we have some leverage, you know? If they want it, we can maybe sell it back to them and buy a bigger warehouse somewhere else.
And the other ones are really on the south side, and I don't want to deal with that.
Fuck me, man. It's, yeah.
South side.
Why are there no warehouse in Sandy? Imagine having a warehouse in Sandy. Imagine that.
Fuck that. Sandy's way too hot with you guys there.
Yeah, but that is this place as well. They have like 4 groups up here pushing. You know that? This
they might have 4 groups up here pushing, but I can just wake up here, then I can ninja through the back alley, slip in through the front door, and I'm good.
Okay. This is for now. I just put it down. All right. We just make the money back what we owe people for this house right now. After that is paid, we start doing the 600. Into me for a brick, and you keep the 2,000 rest. All right, and we operate from that. And if you're able to generate enough money to buy the warehouse before it gets sold, we buy it. Let's fucking do something. I don't want to stand here. I need to talk to Dre as well to fix that shit and make everything done. Let's do that.
Make sure he gets taken from the panel too, please.
How much money how much money do we have downstairs now laying right now?
50. It's like 150 again, I think, maybe a bit more.
150. We're owing people roughly 200k, and I have 60.
Let me check.
Yeah, check.
Let me check.
Have you seen downstairs yet, OTT?
I have, yeah.
Oh, we've got even more racks now.
All good? Yeah. It's like 150, yeah. Also, just random dot point. I'm getting another gun into the house tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but I'm getting another gun almost guaranteed tomorrow. And I'm not going to do this, but this idiot also wants to rob his friend for a secondary gun. It's a possibility. So maybe OTT, if you want to roll someone G6 worker for their gun tomorrow at some point, we could do that. But I'm not looking to do a stupid shit. I might just take the free one and leave it at that. It's possible.
All right.
Yeah, you're going to need to be strapped up there with how much money you guys can make from this shit.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to come fucking crawling the streets looking for sellers.
Yeah. That's my concern now. And I lost my fucking weapons license yesterday. So we're going to have to get some guns.
Even if you have someone roaming that's like watching from a distance with it, someone tries to roll up on you, just drop them.
This fucking shit, like this calculator is the dumbest I fucking hate this calculator on this fucking phone. Is the dumbest fucking idea ever. It's so dog shit. Fucking throw this fucking shit out. Whoever fucking came with this fucking solution should go and eat shit and die slowly, man. Fuck this guy.
Just tell us how you really feel. Here's you getting angry about a fucking calculator, and I've got to sit down in the basement of this house for the last 4 days, smash my head against the wall to fucking break this puzzle. Crazy.
Yo, Nathan. 20 bags is rateable, by the way. Tell Zulu if I don't see him. 20 bags rateable.
Yeah, I'll make sure I have 19 or less on me at all times.
Yeah, that's scary.
What's the fine for getting caught with drugs?
Unsure. Did you guys actually get caught with them yesterday, KJ, or anyone?
Yeah, they get caught. One was let free. He didn't have that much. The other one they planned to raid, but he had a lawyer and they didn't raid him. They got fined around like 1.5 to 2.5k. Plus they lost the rolls and the product, but they both had like 50 baggies on them, and they sold a lot. So yeah. So the total amount right now for everything that's put into this house from not buying this house is a total money of $164,000. How much money do we have laying downstairs?
Like 150.
150, and I have 61,961, basically cleaned cash. So we basically have the money we own. So I would say today, whatever we push today, we put it down there as well. So we have extra money for some extra racks and stuff. So we don't need to owe anyone. From tomorrow, we sell the bricks. 600 a brick for the company man. If you're not a company man, they're paying 1,000. That is final. Agreed?
Okay.
All right. So we push today. Everything we put back here. Tomorrow, everybody starts to make money. Everybody making bread. All right?
Hey, what's up, Sly?
I will make sure that I need to talk to make the spreadsheet okay again.